Hi guys, it's Dylan from 21 Vintage. I've got like 3 charity shop trips all rolled into one video, so I hope you enjoy. We're going to start the video off with this pair of like Converse dupes. I thought at the corner of my eye they were Converse, but they weren't. They were brown, so if they were, they would have been perfect, but unfortunately not. I did also find some Reebok pieces. They were definitely like early 2000 ones, and they were fairly reasonably priced. However, we were actually away on holiday in Blackpool, so I didn't really want to be carrying stuff around, and we probably could have got like £15 each for them. It just wasn't really worth it. However, I did have a look on the like toy section, and I spotted this Twilight lunchbox. I ended up leaving it because it's a bit of a faff. However, behind it was this Monopoly like deal shuffle game. Definitely keep an eye out for it. I paid £2 for these and they were sealed inside. It's actually sold already within like a day or two of listing on eBay for £30. Even if they're not sealed, I think you can probably get about that, which is really nice. So yeah, put that on your things to look out for. Next charity shop trip, I stumbled across these Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy trousers. They are brown, new with their tags. They were priced at £10, so I was a bit unsure, but I ended up coming back to the charity shop and picking them up because when I saw the solds, they were looking pretty juicy. I saw these Nike trainers, decided they were like eBay price, so decided to leave them. And then, I don't know about you, but every time I find Barbour pieces, like the nice coats, they're always priced out. Whenever I see them in like resellers videos, they're priced at like £5 to £10, but when I find them, they are eBay price. Bit of a shame because this was a really nice coat, but £40 does not, like, it's just not worth your time, is it? And then I wanted to include this clip because I've been picking up a lot of Guinness pieces recently, but this is the kind of piece that I would definitely choose to leave. It was £4.50. It's a pretty basic polo, and polos for us, unless they're like super wacky and special, they don't really sell that fast. Probably could have got like £15 for it, but yeah, not worth it. However, in the next charity shop, I managed to find a nice chunk of items. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren Pima Cotton knitted jumper. I know that some resellers say that Pima Cotton is a good like material to look out for. I was struggling to get the little tag out for you, but these go for like 15 to 20. I did only pay £4, so there's still decent margin in that if I can get the £20 mark, but yeah, nothing crazy. However, these were pretty crazy. Some Foulraven trousers. I know that they're known for their bags, however, the clothing does really well. We've had like a checkered shirt in the past, and that sold for like £40 and really fast. So, yeah, definitely keep an eye out for those. They're like a £40 pair of trousers, which is insane. And then another brand to look out for, Rohan. I know a lot of resellers pick this up. It's quite like a bread and butter kind of brand. It doesn't sell for crazy money, but it's quite a fast seller on eBay. These were like £3 and probably the £15 to £20 mark. And then I also spotted these Calvin Klein jeans. Nice details on them. They're £3.50, made in USA, so a little bit more value in there. Yeah, very nice. I think I'm going to be listing these for about 40 because I can't find any in this really nice like colour. It's that like proper dad jean kind of style, so I feel like they do really well. And this is another thing that did excellent. I paid £1 for this England football beanie, and it actually sold within a few days for £25. And with the World Cup being in winter, I feel like these outdoorsy kind of coats, jackets, winter pieces will do really well because who really wants to be standing round in a t-shirt in winter? This might be a bit of a fail of the trip. I paid £2 for this. It's by the brand John Smedley, which I've heard a lot of people picking up. This piece, however, isn't that desirable. It's just like a long sleeve t-shirt, so we're probably going to be getting 10 to 15 for it. Nothing crazy. There is profit, but I haven't listed it yet. It might just be an item that kind of sits in my death pile. However, this piece, I've been keeping my eye out on it. It was in the charity shop for £9. However, it went in the 50% off sale. I only paid £4.50. It's Clark's, it's Gore-Tex, should be like a £30 pair of trainers. Always look out for your Gore-Tex if you can get it cheap enough. It's always worth it. And then I thought I found a bit of Ryan's Finds merch on the Nike tag as well. I don't know, I just thought that was a bit funny, but it's actually Roger Federer, in case you wanted to know. This is just like a classic Depop item, well, eBay item as well. Just a North Face fleece, pretty basic, few hits of embroidery, £6 into probably £30, but it's a classic. This charity shop had quite a lot of Ralph Lauren pieces. First one was this gilet, it was priced at £20, which isn't really worth it. However, this Harrington jacket didn't have a price, but the woman said it was £15. I snapped that up because we sell them. They usually go within about a month for about the £45 to £50 mark. So, yeah, if you can get them cheap enough, definitely pick up your Harrington jackets by Ralph. This was a pretty nice North Face coat. You probably can get a max of like £30 for it, but the charity shop priced it up at £12. If you was buying it for yourself, it's definitely worth that. But yeah, without a coat, without a bit of padding to it, they're pretty basic and will probably just sit around for a while. Love picking up a bit of surfwear, although I don't really know if you can really class this as surfwear. It's a surf brand, Quicksilver, but it's a knitted like fleece. It's proper like early 2000s kind of style, and yeah, I love that embroidery. It was $8.99. We've sold very similar items for around the £40 mark, so happy to pay up for it a little bit, but yeah, it should do really well coming into winter. On to the third and final trip. I wanted to pick up this Aston Villa shirt. It's the home one from 2008, a really classic kind of design with the Acorn sponsor. I'm a Villa fan, so it was very nice to see. It was only £10, but on the back it definitely let it down. Big Meredith. I know you can like remove that print, however it's a lot of faff, and if I wanted it new with tags, I don't really want to have to go through all that, so I did end up leaving it. There probably still was profit in it, but yeah, a bit of effort in it. I just want easy listings at the minute. I did, however, pick up the next few items because these were priced really, really well. Well, for me. The first one was this Man City polo. It's nothing crazy, probably like a £15 polo. However, it was only £2.50, and that is the old logo. I do really like picking up these like vintage football pieces, apart from when it has Meredith on the back. It had a little mark on it, but I have no doubts that will come out in the wash. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. Nice like stock filler. I thought this next t-shirt was really sick. It's just like a Fiat Punto promo t-shirt. However, that design on the front is really cool. It is single stitch, and I'm pretty sure it's on the Screen Stars tag. You can just about make it out. Again, £2.50. This charity shop usually charges up for their pieces. However, I must have got it on a clearance day because they seem to just want to be getting rid of stuff. It's not like the craziest item, a £15 t-shirt, but I love picking up these vintage, cool graphic t-shirts. And then this next one, I just picked it up for myself really. It's Adidas, new age, but it's got that embroidered centre logo. It was only £3. You could probably squeeze 10 to 15 if you wanted to sell it. This next shop, I picked up another nice bundle. Again, everything was really cheap today. We got this Sorrento football shirt, just like a niche piece. You're not going to find it in the UK. Probably like £30 back. This t-shirt was really sick. Look at that graphic of the tiger. Again on the Screen Stars tag, and £2.50. Absolute bargain. This is the 2002 to 2003 Everton home shirt. Nothing crazy, but again, paying barely anything, and it should probably be like a £25 t-shirt. We also got the Marlboro Classics jacket. This was £3. However, I usually do really well with these Marlboro jackets. You couldn't buy them at the time, so they make them kind of rare. You kind of got them as rewards, I think, for however many like packets of cigarettes you smoked, which is an insane concept nowadays, but yeah, you do you. This was very nice to come across because I literally got there just as the woman was putting them out. Just a few Berghaus pieces, a classic like fleece, nothing crazy, £6 into like 25. But this coat is Gore-Tex, and I had a very similar one in green last year, sold that for 70. However, this one has a few marks, so it's probably going to be more around the 40 to £50 mark. But cool to find. And then finally, I managed to find a ton of skateboard t-shirts, definitely donated by the same person. But first, this like Stussy one, a nice £30 t-shirt, then an Ebay one. I love the graphic on the Ebay, like proper like rainbow colours. These were all like £4 each. I love the graphic on this as well. Just like, yeah, they had like really cool graphics. All the skateboard t-shirts usually do. It's definitely my kind of vibe. Classic Thrasher t-shirt. I was kind of surprised by the Polar one. It's not a brand I already know much about, but it's like a £30 t-shirt. And then I ended up leaving the Nike hoodie because I was feeling pretty broke. I spent so much on this charity shop trip. But yeah, another little glance over them on the graphics. The goldfish, I love that. It's so cool. Yeah. I have got a few more bits to show you, but that will be after this clip. So guys, we've got 4 random bits to show you still. There's some good value in these pieces as well. Not clothing, but I thought I'd still show you. We'll start off with this like bucket hat. I picked it up mainly because of the kind of pattern to it, kind of like a patchwork theme. And whenever we pick up patchwork stuff, it does well. The real reason was because inside it's actually got the Polartec little tab. Now when you're looking at fleeces, if you can find the Polartec fleeces, they usually hold a little bit more value. So I don't really know if it works the same with hats, but there's a good chance. And it was only 99p, so I'm going to get that listed and one to kind of research and hopefully learn from. Then I also picked up this like board game. I don't know if it is really a board game, but it's a card game, that's what it is. So it's called You've Got Crabs. It's by the same people that made Exploding Kittens. That's got like a really good like fan base to it, so if you can find them, they're pretty decent to pick up. I thought I'd give this a go because it was £2.50. I did also pick it up because me and Jazz like playing like games like this. However, this is a minimum of 4 player, so I'll be listing this up. They said it was complete. I probably will have to check it over. There's probably not too many cards to it, but it's probably like a £10 to £15 card game. Right, and then onto the more interesting bits. We're gonna start off with this like speaker kind of system. It's like a old iPhone docking station one. It's by Beats by Dr. Dre, and it is actually called the Beatbox. Yeah, as you can see, there's a little bit of wear. Yeah, it was £15. I looked it up in the shop, and if it wasn't working, I'd be able to get £50 for it. If it was working, be looking at about £150. So I thought money's pretty safe at £15. Have tested it. It does work. However, the like volume button, I think there might be like an issue with that. If you like set the volume to something, it will like drop it down randomly, almost like it thinks you're messing with the volume button. It's probably leaning more to the side of faulty and spares and repairs. I might research whether it's an easy thing to fix, because to be able to get an extra £100 would be very juicy. But yeah, I just thought that was a bit interesting. It is very heavy, so it's going to be a fun one to send out, but I don't know, I never pick up electronics, so I thought this would be a pretty safe kind of entry level thing to go for. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on how well that sells. And then this was another really random pickup. It's a rug. It's got a really nice pattern to it, like it's got that like proper retro kind of design. It's like a runner one, so it would go down like a hallway, so it's like super long. It's going to be a bit of a pain to photograph. Yeah, it was only £4.99, and it had a little tag to it over here, so it's called Shiraz. I typed that into eBay and it came up with solds of about £70, which is really nice. At the time I was going to pick it up for myself if not, and I didn't realise how big it was, so even if I had took it home I would have had to really sell it. I haven't got enough room for it. I love the pattern, it's really nice. Keep an eye out for these rugs, it's always worth, if they've got a little tag, searching them up. I don't know how I'm gonna package it. I always pick up these random bits and then worry about packing later, even though that's probably quite an important thing to think about when you're picking these things up. But there's tons of profit in it, so it's worth a go. So yeah, that was everything that I've got to show you. I hope you enjoyed the haul. As always, they will be over on our Depop, 2 on Vintage. The eBay items will be over on eBay, but if you're interested in them, just hit us up on Instagram. Yeah, that's probably the easiest way to do it. Yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Bye.